Can you actually reverse aging? Are peptides really changing the game? And why is the whole world suddenly obsessed with the weight loss injection? Welcome back to Moments with Anastasiia. If you ever wondered how to live longer, feel better, and actually slow down aging, this episode is for you. Today I have a very special guest, Dr. Said Sassani. He's a medical doctor who's specializing in longevity, wellness, and weight management. He is the physician for the UAE National Team for Fitness and Bodybuilding, and he is also the chairman of a medical committee of the Asian Federation of Fitness and Bodybuilding. Dr. Sassani has years of clinical experience and has successfully transformed the health and physique of many people, including celebrities and world-class athletes, all under his direct supervision. He is licensed by Dubai Health Authority and practices here in Dubai for 11 years. He uses advanced science-based approaches to help people to optimize their body, enhance their performance, and achieve long-term health. Welcome to the show, Dr. Sassani. Let's go. So good afternoon, Dr. Sassani. How do you feel today? Thank you very much and welcome to my podcast.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much and thank you for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. How do you feel today?
I'm feeling good. Today it was my off day, so of course I have enough energy for your podcast.
So tell us a little bit your journey. How did you start in the wellness and how are you feeling about it? Tell us your story.
Regarding the journey, let me start from the very early. When I was a kid at that time, I liked a lot to be a pilot. But because my father is a pilot, he said to me, no, it's very dangerous. You shouldn't be the pilot like this. So anyways, except of being a pilot, I was very interested to be a doctor. I went to medical school, and the time that I entered the medical school, I was so thin. And, I was... my height is 182, but at that time my weight was maybe 58 kilograms. So I was very thin. So that's why I decided to go to do some weight training and bodybuilding and those exercises. And it was so nice for me because at the same time that I was in medical school, we had anatomy classes. So when I was in medical school, I saw the anatomy. And then at the gym, I could see the real muscles. That was the beginning of story. And then because I was in contact with lots of athletes, because most of my friends, they were athletes. So I was very interested to go deeper in the field of the sports nutrition. I joined to International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness. Mm-hmm. And that's now I am here with this knowledge of the longevity and wellness and nutrition and those things.
So how many years you work in Dubai now?
I'm in Dubai 11 years. I came to Dubai 2015.
And how many overall years of experience you've got?
Totally, I'm practicing medicine more than 23 years.
Yeah, wow, impressive.
Yes, but almost 11 years that I'm in Dubai.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, what is the difference between longevity and anti-aging?
Okay, very good question. Most of the people think longevity and anti-aging are the same, but it's not true. Anti-aging means you look younger from outside. But longevity means you are healthy from inside. So I explain more. Anti-aging, it means that how we can reduce the signs of aging. For example, as we age, we get some signs like wrinkles, like sagging of skin. The elasticity of skin is not the same. Sometimes the hair becomes thinner. If we remove those signs it's a longevity. Sorry, it's an anti-aging. For example, if the people use anti-wrinkle creams, it's a kind of anti-aging. If the people they do the Botox or fillers or any kind of skin treatment, same as laser or microneedling, all are some we can consider them as anti-aging. But longevity is how you are healthy from inside, because maybe someone is looking good and young from outside, but from inside he's not healthy. So longevity means how we can make the people healthier from inside, because as you know, we have some functions in our body, same as brain function, cardiovascular, like metabolism, hormones. If we fix them, it means the person is healthier. So this is longevity.
And what is reverse aging then?
It means that how the people feel younger than the age they are. It doesn't mean that if someone is like, for example, 70 years old, we reduce the number of the age. No, it's impossible. But normally when a person is at the age of 70, maybe he has low energy, maybe some hormonal imbalance, maybe problems with sleep, low libido, those things. But if we fix them and that person at the age of 70 feels the same energy of a person at the age of 40, 45, this is reverse aging. So with the reverse aging, the number of the age on the paper is not the number that the person feels.
Okay,
but we cannot reduce the numbers of the age.
Yeah, because it's already documented,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But inside you can change
yes,
how
that
you
is
feel.
how the people feel. As I said, maybe a person feels 20 years younger than what the real age. This is reverse age.
Amazing. I think everyone is now excited to hear about this more, because this is like a hot topic.
Yes.
About how to reverse the aging, how to look younger than you are your real age, how to feel energetic. And we are in Dubai.
Yeah.
Everyone is trying to look younger, beautiful, and everyone is just trying to
you're right. Yes.
feel energetic.
Yes, but as I said to you, looking just young is anti-aging, but to be really young is longevity.
Longevity, yeah.
Yes.
I'm also very much interested into longevity, because I try to take care of my body from the younger age, wherever I can, so that for the longer time, on the longer run, I can look good,
Yes,
like
correct.
younger than I am right
Yes,
now.
correct.
So like I'm also working in that. Also, everyone now is talking about peptides. So tell us, this is the hot topic.
Yes, peptides. We can say peptides, we can consider them as a part of the longevity as well. But before I enter to the part about peptides, let me tell something to your audience, because when we talk about longevity, people, they think when they want to start the longevity, they think maybe, okay, now we have to start this medicine, this injection, this treatment like this. It's not true. The base of longevity is a healthy lifestyle. So the basic of the longevity means healthy and good nutrition, good sleep, deep sleep, and also having the physical activity and exercise. This is the basic of the longevity. But if the people that already they don't have a healthy lifestyle, they don't sleep enough, they're not care about what they eat, and they want to start for the longevity, is completely wrong, and they don't get the result. Just I wanted to tell this one before we go to the part of peptide, because I know lots of people think, okay, with peptide we can get younger and that's perfect like this. Okay, it's in some parts it's true, but before that they should care about the lifestyle and the basic of the longevity, as I said, same as nutrition, the other things. In order to your question about the peptides, peptides are very trendy these days, as you know. If we want to say a definition for the peptides, peptides are short chains of amino acids, and amino acids are like breaks that proteins are made from them. So combination of the amino acids can make the proteins. These amino acids, a chain of the amino acids, we call them as the peptides. We have different types of the peptides for the different purposes, but if I want to say what is the role of the peptides, they are like messengers. They are like a signal that they can tell to body how to work properly.
So, and what do they treat inside the body?
We have different types of peptides and with the different purposes. For example, we have peptides for improving sleep. We have peptides for fat burning. We have peptides for recovery. We have peptides for repairing the tissues. We have peptides to increase some hormones. We have peptides to increase libido. We have peptides. We have different types of peptides, but it's important how to select the right peptide for right person.
So basically, you cannot just go to the pharmacy and say, I want peptide for better sleep, and then I want for libido, and I want something else.
No, it's not like this. But unfortunately, these days we have lots of fake news on social media that me myself, whenever I open my Instagram, I can see lots of videos that those videos are from non-expert people, that they don't have enough knowledge of medicine, and they're talking about the peptides, and they they tell to the people, okay, if you have this problem, use this. If you have this problem, use this. No, peptides are not the same, and they're not so simple. Before starting the peptides, the people must be under medical supervision. So the peptides are not something that we can use by recommendation of some people that they are not the doctors. If anyone who is interested to use the peptides, they must be under medical supervision, and they have to get the peptides from reliable sources. By the rules, peptides only should be obtained from the licensed compounding pharmacies. So, but you see that lots of websites available in internet. You can search the name of peptides, and they offer you, and they can bring it and give it to you at the door of the home. But those peptides are not trustable. Because we have two main different types of peptides. One type is for human use, so it's approved. The people, they use it. Those are the one that people, they get it from the compounding pharmacies. But we have some peptides only for research purposes. Those peptides, you can get them easily online, but it's not logical to use them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What peptides do you personally use?
Me?
Yes.
It depends. It depends on each time that which goal I have. But I used different types of peptides. For example, I used MOTSI, which is good for energy. I used AOD. It's good for fat burning. I used CJC pamorelin. It can increase the level of the growth hormone in the body. So these are also I use the tesamorelin. That is also is affecting on the growth hormone, and also it reduces the visceral fat. So that is something good. These are the peptides until now I use them by myself.
Interesting. I mean, the peptide topic is very exciting right now, and
Yes.
but I'm wondering why it's only available in Dubai. Why you cannot buy it anywhere else?
No, it's available in US. It's available. You know, as I said to you, first of all, it's available worldwide by the ordering by internet, but that's
Ah,
not trustable.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But in US, I've been there, and there are lots of compounding pharmacies in US, and the doctors they can prescribe and they can get them. Some other countries, I know that they have the peptides. I think Greece is one of them from European countries. I'm not sure, but I think one of them. For the Canada, I'm not sure about that. But Dubai, we have compounding pharmacies here. And for example, my patients, when they come to me, if I consider peptide for them, and if I see that they are a good candidate for the peptides, I write the prescription, and the pharmacies they can send for them the
And what is
peptides.
the symptoms for the person to be a good candidate for a peptide?
Okay, just I said, first should be a person with a good lifestyle, a person that he doesn't care about the nutrition, a person who is not going to gym and he wants to just lose fat, and he thinks that maybe peptides are like a miracles. It's not true. So this guy is not a good candidate, because as I mentioned, peptides they work only for the people that they have a good lifestyle, they care about the nutrition, and also we must be sure that the people they don't have any medical problems. So before I start the peptides for my clients, normally I request a blood test, and I check some lab tests, and after that I give them the peptide. Normally, when I give the peptide to my patients, at the same time I give them the nutrition program and supplement program and exercise program. So I will fix everything, because just if someone uses the peptide, doesn't get any result unless everything to be match with that peptide. Everything, I mean the nutrition and the other things.
And for how long you need to take those peptides?
It depends. It depends on the purpose. For example, some people that they have a problem with sleeping. By my experience, we have one peptide. The name is DSIP. It's very good for improving the sleep. When I gave it to my patients, in less than 1 month, I saw good results. But for some peptides, which same as AOD for fat burning, normally in 2 or 3 months we can see the results, and for the recovery also 2 months, 3 months. Peptides are not something that as soon as you start them you see the results. No, it takes time. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It depends on the type of peptide, and even some peptides we cannot use them for like a period of time. For example, we have some peptides that we can use them maximum like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then we have to stop them. Maybe we can start them again after 6 months, something. So that's why I said the prescribing the peptides needs medical knowledge.
Yeah, you cannot just go to the pharmacy or go to the internet and say, yes,
No.
I heard this online from some specialist on social media who has no idea what they're talking about, who's not even a doctor. And then they go and they say, I want to buy this peptide, like NAD. Everyone is talking about NAD, right? So you cannot do that.
Yeah, exactly, you're right.
It's better to be more
Yeah.
with the doctor. So can those peptides be an anti-aging and be a longevity?
Yes, I said the definition of the anti-aging and longevity. Anti-aging means that you look younger from outside. We have some peptides that they're good, for example, for skin. For example, GHKCU is a peptide. Is very good for the skin and the collagen of the skin. So that peptide we can consider it as part of anti-aging. And we have some peptides, same as tesamorelin that I mentioned, or same as AOD. They can reduce the AOD. It can reduce the body fat, and tesamorelin visceral fat they can reduce. So when a person, the level of the fat in a person reduces, and the visceral fat also is lower than before, it means that person is healthier than before. So it's a part of longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many are these peptides? I mean, how many are the types
We
are
have
there?
different types.
More than 50 or
I
hundreds?
think, but when we say peptide means any, like it means that they are made from proteins, from amino acids. Okay, we have some hormones also, they are peptides, same as insulin. Insulin is a peptide. It means the structure is by the proteins, by amino acids. We have growth hormone also is a peptide. We have like a GLP medications, they are peptides. We all of them, we consider them as a peptide because they are made by the proteins. But the peptides that now we are talking about are the ones that this chain of the amino acids is short chain of the amino acids, normally less than 40 amino acids. These kind of peptides, I think maybe exactly, I don't know how many, but maybe like a 50 something. Yes.
So what about weight loss? I know there is Ozempic and very famous
Yes.
Mounjaro. So what is better from these two?
Okay, even Ozempic and Mounjaro, they are made, the structure is by the protein, so it's a kind of peptides. Regarding this Mounjaro and Ozempic, they are a kind of medicine that they can control the appetite. The first generation of these medicines came to market the name was Saxenda, and it was a daily injection to control the appetite. And after that, Ozempic, which the generic name is semaglutide came to the market, and after that, Mounjaro, which the other name is tirzepatide, came to the market. What is the difference between Mounjaro and Ozempic? Ozempic it affects on a receptor. The name is GLP-1. But Mounjaro, it affects on the same receptor and another receptor, which the name is GIP. So Mounjaro is affecting on two receptors, but Ozempic is affecting on one receptor. So Mounjaro is more stronger than the Ozempic. What they do, they can control the appetite. They can lower the movement of the stomach, and they can fix the blood sugar, and they reduce the cravings to the sweet things. So to be honest, I consider them very good instruments. And even regarding the Mounjaro and Ozempic and this type of medications, we hear a lot in the social media. Some people, they say it's very bad, don't use them like this. No, they are not bad. If the people use them correctly, they are very, very good. They are like an instrument that they can help the people by controlling the appetite to be focused on their diet to get amazing results. But it's not just only the controlling the appetite. With the Mounjaro, we have like some anti-inflammatory results when we give them to the patients. Normally the patients that they are very fat, they have lots of amount of fat in the body. Normally they have problem with the liver, So fatty liver, high liver enzymes, sometimes high cholesterol, blood pressure. But when we start the Mounjaro with them, we see improvement in all of them, because they can control their appetite, then they do the exercise, and after like a 1 month or 2 months, when we check again the blood test and when they are under Mounjaro, we see that everything is better than before. Liver enzymes much better, the fatty liver is lower, even the blood pressure is better, cholesterol is low. So I consider them very, very good instruments. But again, as I said, they must be under medical supervision, because if people just they inject the Mounjaro and they think, okay, now I injected the Mounjaro and my appetite is low, that's fine, now I don't eat anything and I will lose weight. Okay, maybe he loses weight, but he will get problem with the hair, with the immunity, with the skin. They will lose muscles if they are not under medical supervision. But for example, me myself, when I start Mounjaro for my patient, at the same time I give them the nutrition program to be sure that they receive the enough amount of proteins. So I give them the nutrition program, I give them the supplements, I give them the even IV drips for the vitamins, and I give them the exercise plan. So I'm sure that they keep the muscles and just burn the fat.
But is Mounjaro Ozempic is a quick fix or it's a long term?
As I said, we can consider them as an instrument in the process that we want to fix the some medical issues in someone. For example, when someone is really fat, and because of that he has some problems, same as like a high cholesterol, like a fatty liver and the other things, and even in some especially ladies, maybe they have some joint problems, and especially lower limb joints, we have to reduce their weight. And no need to continue the Mounjaro or Ozempic long life. We can use them until we get the result that we are expecting. After that, we can stop them. But the people, they should know, after that, they must keep on a same healthy lifestyle. If after that again they stop the exercise and start to eating whatever they want, and if they're coming back to a bad lifestyle, of course they will get fat again. So they have to maintain the healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. I was before, when I was still living in Ukraine, I was 99 kgs before, and I lost so much weight till 72. When I came to Dubai 13 years ago, I was around 70 kg on my weight. And the problem, what happened to me here, when I was in Ukraine, I was in the club where we used to do 30 minutes workout. So it was easy. So I lost weight very quick. But then I came here, I didn't know how to hold the weight. So, of course, I didn't have the same food as I used to have in Ukraine. And I started eating whatever I wanted, everything I wanted. I went back to the weight almost like 80, 85 kgs because...
From 70?
From 70.
Okay.
From not knowing how to hold your weight, it's also a problem. So basically, you have to choose nutrition as your lifestyle. You cannot anymore say, I tried Ozempic, I tried Mounjaro, I lost 10 kg, now I can go back to my McDonald's food. It will not work. Or I can go back to any food, I don't need gym. So this is a choice. Before you start Mounjaro, or you start Ozempic, or you start peptides, it's your choice. Are you choosing yourself, or are you choosing to just to stay quick fix for your weight? And then, of course, you will come back to the same weight
Exactly. Yes.
without knowledge.
Yeah, correct. As I said, that when someone has a bad lifestyle, eating non-healthy, without any exercise, without any physical activity, so when we want to bring them back to the normal lifestyle, maybe it's really hard for them. We cannot tell them, okay, from today you have to forget about all the junk foods and you shouldn't eat this one, you just focus on the vegetables and those things like this. So it's very hard for them. But Mounjaro or Ozempic, they can help them to back to the normal lifestyle easily.
Yeah.
And they get results very in a short period of time. But they should know that, as you mentioned, it doesn't mean that after that, okay, they said, okay, now we lost the fat, everything is fine. Okay, we do whatever we want.
Cakes,
No. Yes,
whatever,
yes.
fried chicken,
No,
anything. Yeah,
it's
you
not the
cannot
same.
do this.
Yeah.
And also, why some people, they eat healthy, they train, but their weight stays the same?
Again, good question. Healthy diet is something. Diet for weight loss or fat loss is something else. First of all, weight loss is not the same as fat loss, because sometimes I see some of my patients, they're coming to my office because first I ask from them, okay, to explain more about yourself. They said, okay, for example, 2 years ago I was like this, then I lost this much of fat, this much of weight. Amount of the weight that you are losing is not important. It's important how much fat you are losing and how much muscle you are keeping. Because if we just focus on the number of the weight, okay, a person can go to sauna for 1 hour. He can sit in the sauna, and when he comes out, his weight is 2 kg down. But this is not a healthy a weight loss, and this is not a fat loss. This is just losing the water, and after 1 or 2 days, the weight coming back to the previous one. So first of all, the number of the weight is not important. What is important is amount of the fat. And for the fat loss or weight loss, the people, they must be in calorie deficit. Calorie deficit is not same as healthy eating. I have some patients, when they come to me for the first time, they say, Doc, we are eating healthy, but we cannot lose weight. Okay, you are eating healthy. Let me know, what are you eating for the breakfast? For breakfast, I'm eating avocado toast, I'm eating honey, I'm eating orange juice. And he's right, all of them are healthy, but a bunch of calories inside. A glass of orange juice has the same amount of sugar of a glass of a Pepsi, the same. So if a person wants to just lose weight, they should consider how much calorie they receive. The sugar and calorie of the orange juice and the Pepsi are the same. But what is the difference between them? Only we can say the orange juice is healthier than the Pepsi or any kind of sodas. Okay, orange juice is healthier than that, but the amount of the carbohydrate is the same. So if someone really wants to lose fat, they should be in calorie deficit. Just eating healthy, it doesn't mean that you get the result.
So how healthy? Tell us a bit about the plate. Like if I put my plate, what should be in it? How can I measure quickly?
For example, imagine someone wants to eat salad. Okay, this salad, if you add the olive oil on the salad, still is healthy, because olive oil is healthy. But olive oil also has calorie. So if he wants just to eat something healthy, salad is good, and with olive oil also is good. But if this person wants to lose weight, wants to lose fat, he shouldn't add the olive oil on it, because in this case he increases the amount of the calorie. So healthy eating means you are eating you are not eating the junk foods, but you are receiving lots of calories. But healthy eating, it's not enough to lose fat. For losing fat, you should eat healthy, and you should consider that amount of the nutrients and that you receive, the amount of the calories are less than amount of your body needs. Otherwise, you will not burn fat.
So you have to know exactly how to calculate
Yes.
all those calories. And what's the easiest way to calculate? Application or writing down?
Normally, we have to consider, but by the way, this is something maybe for the people it's a little bit hard. It's better they go to a nutritionist, to a doctor or something. They can arrange it for them. But the basic is we have to calculate how much calorie already they're taking normally per day. It's better we reduce that calorie like 10% less than before, and after some days or like a week or 2 weeks, again 10% or 20% less. So first of all, it's not good that reducing a calorie a lot from the first day. Maybe a person who is using 2,500 calories a day, and he decides from tomorrow I want to eat 500 calories. So it's not a good decision. If somebody is daily intake is like 3,000 calories a day, it's better 10% less. So from tomorrow he can start with 2,700. After a week he can reduce it like 10% more. In this case, he feels that, okay, now I feel that my fat is not same as before. I'm burning the fat. This is the logical way.
And it cannot be like in 2 months I lost 15 kg and it's done. No, it has to be gradual.
Yes. Gradual is more safe.
Yeah, what's healthy way of losing? How many kgs a month you need to lose if it's healthy?
We cannot say exactly a number because it depends on how much was their weight before, how is their lifestyle, if they do exercise or not. But I believe something between 4 to 6 kg per month is something acceptable.
Wow, very nice. 4 to 6 kg. No pressure, just 4 to 6 kgs.
Yes, but as I said, this is we cannot say like a number for everyone. This 4 to 6 kg is for a person that already maybe he is like a 95 kg. But when someone is 68 kilograms, so 4 to 6 kg is too much.
It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot.
And what is the biggest mistake people do when they do weight loss and longevity?
As I said, longevity means how we will help the body to be healthier from inside.
Yeah.
So weight loss or fat loss can help the body to be healthier. But if your question is because what could be the big mistakes of the people, the first one, I think the people they think for longevity and they want to jump to some medicines for longevity, some injections for longevity, but still they don't have enough, they don't have a good lifestyle. So the mistake is they, without fixing the nutrition program and without fixing the for example, sleeping and recovery and resting, and they don't have any physical activity, they want to jump for peptides. This is something which is not true.
These are the mistakes.
Yes,
Okay. So what are the 3 things you can advise to someone who never tried a wellness doctor, who were never healthy, and they feel like they should start? Like, what are the three things they need to
Exactly
do?
those three things just now I mentioned. The basic of longevity. If the people they want to start and maybe they think, okay, now I want to start from tomorrow with something.
Yeah.
First, the most important thing I think is fixing the sleep. They need enough amount of and enough hours of sleeping, deep sleeping. This is the first one. And the second one, of course, is nutrition, to have a healthy nutrition, balanced nutrition. And the third one is to having some physical activity and exercise. These three are the basic and the most important part.
Okay, I mean, to be able to sum up all what you explained is just about the choice, right? Choice you make.
Yes.
So you wake up every morning, you make a choice. Do you want to be healthy or you want to be unhealthy, right?
Yes.
If you want to be healthy, just peptides will not work.
Exactly.
Just nutrition on its own, healthy nutrition, also will not work if you want to have a goal of losing weight. If you want to lose fat, you have to have those understanding of what's your weight, what's your body composition. So the person who comes to you first saying, I want to lose weight. So you're going to check the test of BMI test, then you will going to look at the blood test, then you will do the nutrition. You might prescribe peptides if it's required. Exercise. And I know because I'm your client also, it's a daily exercise, which is so annoying. Like, I'm not a person who likes working out, but I mean, it's difficult because I am a person, why I came, I reached a stage where I could not do anything with my weight. Like, I gained to particular weight and I don't know what else I could do. But I had another problem. I had polycystic ovary. So me as a female at the age of 35, always struggling with a hormonal imbalance, having all this is a treatment, but it's so easy to say, you change your nutrition, then go for maybe 40 minutes cardio. But it's difficult psychologically to do it. Like, I'm facing, sometimes I have to fight with myself saying, like, what's my goal? And every day remember, like, okay, I know I have to do it for this purpose, to look better, for example. But it's not easy. As you know, okay, I have nutrition and workout. It's very complicated.
I'm not agree with you in this because it's easy, really it's easy. But it's important that people, they should reach to a point of belief that if I'm not changing my lifestyle, it's harmful for my health. If they reach to this point, it will be very easy and very joyful for them, because when the people they are young, I mean, for example, less than the age of 30, less than the age of 35, maybe they're ignoring, they don't notice what is going on in their body. And when they understand, maybe it's too late. Maybe it's the time that already they have some blockage in the coronary arteries of the heart. Maybe they have fatty liver, maybe they have diabetes. So it's important they know before it's too late, they have to do something. If the people, they reach to this belief, it's going to be very easy for them. Because, a lots of diseases or conditions are related to excess fat. Just now you mentioned about the PCOS. One of the proven treatment for that is reducing the fat.
Yeah, every doctor told me
Exactly.
this.
As much as we can reduce the fats for the ladies, I don't mean that very, very low amount of the fat. I mean, a person that the fat is extra, just we want to make it to the normal. Their hormonal balance will be completely okay.
Yeah.
This happened, some years ago. I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I saw one article regarding the ladies that started the Ozempic or Mounjaro, and they got pregnant, and it was very strange for them because it was years they were struggling, they couldn't get pregnant, but as soon as they started the Ozempic or Mounjaro, they got pregnant easily. Why? Because when they lose fat, the hormones are working better, and that's why they can get pregnant easily. And I from these people, I had 3 cases in my patients. 3 ladies. It was a long time they were struggling. They couldn't get pregnant, and they were fat. And I started for one of them Ozempic, 2 of them Mounjaro, and all 3 got pregnant easily. So it shows that the hormones are working much better. So regarding the answer of your question, I think it's not hard unless the people they reach to this belief that this is necessary for their health. And already it's a package, as you mentioned. If someone says, okay, I care about my nutrition, but still the sleeping is not good, and they are sleeping late in the night and waking up late in the morning, it doesn't work. It's a package. This package, one part of the package is nutrition, one part is the sleeping and recovery, one part is the exercise, and the other part can be the supplements and peptides and the other things. This package should be completely, for example, imagine a car has 4 tires. Okay, if we remove 1 tire, still it has 3 more tires, but it cannot move. But so it can move when all the tires are fixed on the right position. So this package also the same for the lifestyle and healthy style.
I like the tautology with the car because this is how it is. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of ladies out there, they have the problem, and I know most of the ladies have PCOS problem, and they take all those hormonal pills where you are taking on a daily basis one small pill which regulates the level of hormones, but there is another
but
solution.
the main cause is something else.
It's the weight
those hormones,
and hormones.
they can fix it like for a short period of time, but the main cause is something else. They have to remove the main cause.
And the main cause is the weight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fat.
The fat, yeah,
Yes.
okay. So just to sum up, for our audience, can you give us like a quick fix for the audience, like what to do if you want to be healthy, you want to prolong the age or reverse the age?
Okay.
Just a quick.
First of all, I recommend them at least to do minimum 2 times per year full blood test. This is something that, because some of the problems, same as high cholesterol, we don't have any symptom for that. So minimum 2 times per year to have a blood test and to show it with their doctor. This is something very important. But except this one, having a healthy, at least, now I don't say like a calorie deficit, okay, at least healthy lifestyle. What does it mean? It means avoid the junk foods, avoid the fried foods. It's easy, just instead of fried foods, you can shift to the grill foods, or like with the air fryer and those things. So healthy nutrition, good sleep, it's very important. Minimum 6 to 8 hours sleeping a day, and at least to have some physical activity. I don't say, okay, go to gym and kill yourself from the first day. No, at least you can have 30 minutes of fast walking 3 days per week. Start from this point and gradually increase it. This is the main.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Most
Sasanya,
welcome.
for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. It was very insightful, even for me, like
thank
for
you.
a customer, your customer, who is listening about all the advices,
Yes.
and everybody needs it. Trust me, it's very hot topic. Peptides, nutrition, gym, how to lose fat, how to lose weight. This is very necessary. And right now in this world, everyone wants to have a magic stick. And then in 1-2 months you look incredible, but then after nobody
It's not
knows what
possible,
exactly is not possible. But people are looking always for quick fix, and now we understood after this podcast that it's about your choice. And if you choose to be healthy, if you choose to have right gym, right exercise, right set of supplements also for a particular person, that's how you prolong your life. You will gonna be more years without any health issues, right? And you will gonna look better.
Yes.
You will feel better. You'll have more energy. That's the key, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Most
I'm
welcome.
very glad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.